Hi there! My name is Perpetuality, and welcome to the official casting call of the Desire Games. The Desire Games is an object show in progress about a competition that 14 contestants have been invited to compete in, and all seems friendly at first until secrets start unveiling, slowly showing the game's true colors and what the host actually intends to do. This object show will contain light swearing, like damn and hell, mental health issues like self-hate, mentions of trauma, and homophobia. If you are uncomfortable with any of these topics, I recommend clicking out of this video and not watching the show when it releases. But if you are interested and not uncomfortable, then continue on. Make sure to stick around till the end, because there's more than just voice acting for this casting call. Before we get started, there's a few requirements you must fit to be able to audition. Number 1, you must be over 13 years old to audition. There are 2 people who I know in real life who are younger than this, but they will be auditioning just like you and are not guaranteed a role. If you are under 13 and you are discovered, you will be removed from the show and replaced. Number 2, you must have some sort of email application. I understand that more people don't have Discord, so this should be a little easier for some. If you decide to audition, email the recording, and my email is in both the bio and the description. Number 3, lastly, you'll need a good vocal range for some of these characters. While the descriptions might describe a certain vocal range, you never really know what will happen to those characters. If you fit all of these requirements, then you can audition for TDS. For the audition submissions, you'll have to make a short monologue demonstrating both your understanding of the character, which doesn't have to be exactly right due to the short descriptions, and all of the character's voice requirements. You can audition for multiple roles, but will only be chosen for one. I am also open to gender swaps, so if you're a male, you can voice a female, vice versa. Now let's get into character profiles. I'll separate them by gender, so starting off with the non-binary characters. First we have the host, TV. They're overall pretty energetic, but definitely have something to hide. They require a good announcing voice that can go from angry to professional really quick, and is not limited to a male or female tone. Next we have Glitch. Glitch is a silly fella who enjoys messing with people and even scheming against them, but they usually don't work out. Glitch requires a higher voice and is also not limited to male or female. And now we have the females. Firstly, we have Glowstick. Despite her look, she cares deeply about others and is super empathetic and observant to what others are doing or feeling. She requires a sweet female voice that can turn deadly the second she or anyone she cares about is threatened or in danger. Moving on, we have Vase. Vase is a very motherly and kind character who can get competitive and overly protective of the weak. Vase requires a kind voice that can get strict, preferably with a British or New Yorker accent. Next is Diamond, the early BFDI flower of TDS. She has a lot of sass and cares more for herself and her appearance more than the well-being of other objects. Diamond requires a strong Valley Girl accent or just really sassy accent that is preferably a lower female voice. Following up, we have Mirror. She's very sensitive and self-conscious, so any comments about her appearance will get her upset. She requires a softer voice, but it will get loud later in the series, but I can't say why. Lastly, for the girls, we have Globe. Globe loves learning about everything and constantly peppers everyone she knows with questions. She also best friends with Bookmark. Globe requires a soft female voice. And now, on to the guys. First, we have Kite. He is the most rational and skeptical of the cast, trying to make the best decisions for everyone. Kite requires a baritone voice, but can go high when he gets mad. Next is Skateboard. He's kind of rude and standoffish, but it's all because of his bad past. Skateboard requires a deeper baritone voice. Knight from Inanimate Insanity is something good to base his voice off of. Following, we have Stop Sign, who is a huge safety freak, who on the outside seems a skittish and timid guy, but isn't afraid to stand up what he believes in. Stop Sign requires a high male voice. Next is Street Lamp. Street Lamp is a quiet watcher type who's really just socially awkward. He tries to socialize, but it doesn't work out well, so he just decides to keep to himself. Street Lamp also requires a male voice that isn't too high, but also isn't too low. And lastly, but certainly not least, we have Traffic Light. Traffic Light has 3 personalities that are constantly disagreeing, often making him cause trouble. Traffic Light requires a male voice that can change for each personality. And that's the cast so far. But just so you can get a better idea of the cast, I'm adding the characters who are already being voiced so that you can also get an idea of the cast. Those are Soda Can, Bookmark, and Dime, who's being voiced by the Cosmic Knoll. And be sure to check out their YouTube channel because they're super cool. But don't click out yet. There's one more opportunity that you might be interested in, and that's making the intro. If that's something you are interested in having your intro featured in our episodes, then make a rough animation/animatic of the intro. It doesn't have to be finished, just a sample. And email it to the email in the description and in my bio. I am so excited for what this show has in store, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss updates and news. See you all next time!